Welcome or welcome back. My name is Jordan. This is Wings of Fire Tarot. I do a bunch of random stuff here. um, this particular read is going to be about ego. I don't know. That was the thing that was calling out to me today a lot. Last night and today at work. So I wanted to try and do a quick little message on like why that. Right now I even have chills. Why that was calling out at me so much. Spirit, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for always being with me, always guiding me and protecting me. Please help me to deliver this message clearly and accurately. And I already know that the right souls are going to see this, and I appreciate how you do that, Spirit. Thank you so much. So, my understanding of ego, and I do want to do some more research on this. I mean, we're constantly learning. It's not like we can ever know everything about anything, okay? But I would like to do some more research. But my understanding as it stands right now, I look at ego as the little wounded inner child. Right? The one that wants the attention, the one that wants to throw tantrums, the one that I'm hearing petting the ego, right? Stroking the ego. So I don't know if this is like having to do with your ego or someone else wanting you to stroke their ego, that kind of thing. And you're like, yeah, no, I'm not playing that game. I don't know. And of course I was like looking at my own ways on how I act out of ego, I guess. Which we all act out of ego sometimes, and ego is not really a bad thing. Nothing is just all good or all bad, right? Like there's nothing in this world that's just all one way or the other. Ego does serve a purpose, right? But I was looking at it, like even coming on here and doing these messages and stuff, it's like, oh, is this just feeding my ego, you know? And like having to dive deep within that. But then I realized, like, oh, you want me to speak on this? Okay. All right. Triumph of Lies is on the bottom, which is a 1. I never really use this deck. This is a Dark Mirror. I want to get dark and light energies with this. That is my plan. So let me take a sippy sip. I was drawn to this deck. I also look at the ego kind of as in the shadow side. I mean, and you have dark and light again with everything. So you have a dark side to your ego and a light side to your ego. We'll start out with the dark side. Like, what does the dark side of the ego want to say here? The dark side of the moon. Envious gluttony. Okay. How are we envious of others? Ooh, I won't cry for you. She's crying blood. Is that a crocodile on her head? She looks like her feet have talons. This is juicy. But how do I read it? That looks like it's in a different language. I know you're not all in a different language. Okay. All right, so the moon phase associated with this card is the waxing gibbous, and the stage is denial. So then I'm hearing, like, what are we denying within ourselves? How are we denying our ego? Because we have to take care of our own egos. We can't rely on other people to stroke our egos or to take care of our egos. We have to learn how to deal with our egos, our inner child. How are we denying our own inner child? Okay, going to the edge of the ravine, savoring the idea of letting go of all restraint. A man has rotting, sickly skin and yellow eyes. He dresses in tatters, and sickly blood runs down his chin. He has clawed feet and a crown of a skeleton alligator jaw, the upper part of his head, the lower part on his chest, like a gaping mouth. There is hunger sleeping just under the surface, like an animal lurking. This card is not just dark, it is unpleasant, sickly, disgusting. The difference in the how we feel in front of a vampire as opposed in front of withering bugs. It's not an existential. Sorry, I can't say that word. I know what word it is, but I can't say it. Darkness. Just an everlasting darkness, okay? That we can paint of romance, drama, and subtle anguish. It is raw, primal, reeking of rotting stench. It feels like there is darkness, and in that black landscape there is a hole, leading to an even greater darkness, and that is the calling. The urge is pressed down every time, played with, toyed with, treated like something that doesn't belong here. It's like rolling in the mud, bringing out the twisted, refreshing feeling of demeaning oneself. The key is that we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy and the anger. We casted it out of ourselves, and now it is truly a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as something that came out of ourselves. What if we bring light to the pitch dark well? What if the scary monster is just a scrawny, starved feeling? What if it's just a little thing, dark as tar indeed, but to be sorry of and not to be feared? Whoa. I can't wait to clarify. All right, let's see how I can butcher this other card. I won't cry for you. This moon phase is associated with a third card. Oh, I love this. So we had denial and then we had acceptance. Oh, I'm hearing something too about like not martyring oneself, not having a victim mentality. Confirmation, not having a victim mentality. Okay. Like, we're not just always going to be crying over this. We're not, or I don't know. Cry, sure, get some things out, but like not in this, oh, woe is me, poor pitiful me, or even doing that to other people too. Like, that's not really, it's not helpful to do that to other people. But this stage is acceptance, okay? And the other one was denial. So denial and acceptance. Sometimes when it's over, closure must be created and not just found. With her back to the light of the moon, a beautiful woman with deep blue eyes sheds dry tears of blood. She holds in her hand a drop-shaped vial, full of blood as well, and she gestures forward as if offering it. Here, have some blood. Ooh! The martyr. Here, take my blood. Here, I want to see you be happy. But are you happy? Okay, I gave you my last gift. I shed my last tear for you. It's a time not to let you free, but to let myself free. Breaking up can only be done by two persons. One will do it earlier, maybe, but sooner or later the other will follow. One can afford to do it with words and actions. The other probably will only be able to do it inside her own heart. It's painful. It's definite. It's hard. It's sometimes necessary. Breaking up is not just letting go of a person. You are letting go of a part of yourself, of hopes and dreams and trust. You let go of feelings and memories. You let go of the emptiness you felt and the connection you relied on. Anger will help at the beginning, but the last part of the road can't be done by just anger. Closure comes when you dry up your tears. It is a gorgeous moment when you allow yourself to, frankly, not give a damn about it. All that was past is not a credit or a debt. It is just suddenly no more than a gift. You can raise your chin. After all, tomorrow is another day. Okay. Alrighty. So, I don't know. I don't think that everyone is just going through a breakup, but I mean, I feel that most of us know what a breakup feels like, and possibly on both sides of that, where either you've had to break up with someone or someone's broken up with you. Both don't feel great, okay, but there is a point where acceptance has to come into that. So maybe for some, you're going through that now. Maybe there is some denial. Maybe you're watching someone with someone else and you're very envious, very jealous, okay? But don't just deny yourself that feeling. Don't push that feeling away. Excuse me. Because it's only going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. You have to deal with that feeling. You have to deal with that before it grows into the monster that you can't really create anymore. I mean, deal with it while you can recognize it now, right? Because you know what it is now. There might come a time where you won't really be able to recognize it yourself. Is what that card was talking about. Alright, let's get some lighter energies on this. Blessings and abundance is at the bottom of the deck, okay? Alright, what can we see on this envious glutton? That's too many cards, Spirit. What can we see on this envious glutton? And then nines could be significant, okay? You could be seeing a lot of nines. But nines also signify like an end of a journey too, okay? Maybe this is something that you have been working on for a while, and maybe this is like for some, this is for you to recognize all the work that you have done within, I want to say, taming your ego. There I go with chills again. But I don't really know if that's the right phrase. I'm not sure if that's the right phrase I want to use. I mean, it gave a chill, sure, but it doesn't feel, I don't know. All right, signs and reminders, okay? Yeah, so this could be your sign, your reminder. You're like, haha, you've actually been doing a really good job working on this part of yourself, okay? And recognizing this within yourself, okay? We have self-acceptance. Oh, self-acceptance, okay? Accepting this part of yourself. Accept the hurt feelings. Accept that it sucks. On either side, too, if you're dealing with the breakup thing, the one who broke up with, I don't know. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like, accept, okay, that just didn't work out. And even if you felt that like you did something wrong in the relationship or something, or like, oh man, I'm the reason why this happened. Like, everything is a learning journey, okay? Everything can be used for like, oh, next time I won't do this, or next time I'll do better with that. Something like that. Maybe your jealousy or something broke up a relationship, for some, obviously, take what resonates, okay? But it's like, oh, next time I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to accept, and accountability too, right? Taking accountability, but I can't just keep crying over this. What good is that going to do? Not much. We have, we have ease and grace. It is in the reverse, but this deck does not really have reversal meaning, so I'm not really sure if I want to take it in reverse. I am hearing though that this has not really been easy. So again, the signs and the reminders are like, if you're just embarking on like trying to, again, I don't really like this phrase, but I don't know what else to say, like taming the ego, taming that beast within yourself. You know, it's not easy, but it's worth it, I guess, is what I want to say. Or don't resist it so much either. Don't resist. Let things flow a little bit. I mean, obviously set boundaries for yourself, but you have to take a look at the shadows sometimes. You have to take a look at like why you're feeling certain ways, and you know, and that goes for everything. Why do you smoke so much weed? Why do you smoke cigarettes? Why do you vape? Why do you masturbate so much? Why do you have sex with a lot of random people? Why do you eat so much? Why do you not eat healthily? Why do you spend so much time on games? Why do you spend so much time watching TV? I'm saying like some probably like negative things here, but I hope you understand where I'm getting at. Like, you have to dive into why do we do these things? Why? It's not really getting me where I want to go. This is only serving like my ego. Especially like with the sex thing. Like that's a big ego thing. Like, oh yes, stroke my ego, make me feel great or whatever, but you know, at the end of the day or night or whatever, is it helpful? Surrender. All right, and some you do have like your guardian angels around you trying to like nudge you. Maybe there's like a repeated pattern too, and maybe you already know that, and you're like, good looking out, spirit. You're right. I shouldn't go that way. All right. Anything else I want to see? We have compassion at the bottom. I'm seeing a lot of green there. It's giving me heart energy, or heart chakra energy there, okay? Strength and guidance, and then no. So maybe saying no to something, that takes strength, and you are being guided to say no to certain things. No. It's a complete sentence. Okay, so whether you're having to say no to someone or to your own ego, you know, take it how it resonates, guys. Surrender. I forgot that the mic is like right there, so it's probably loud. All right, close out this message for us. Where are we at? About 20 minutes. Good. Thank you. All right, remain in the light. It's funny. You have to explore your shadows, though. That is part of the healing journey, process, whatever you want to call it. You have to explore the shadows. You have to kind of open up and see, but you have to be self-accepting, okay? And compassionate with yourself. Easy, graceful, okay? Like all these cards that are coming out, and still like remain in the light. Remain lighthearted with yourself. Okay, if you see some things that need to be changed, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can change them. It's okay. Today, I observe. I take time to think calmly and wisely, and I go forward with complete confidence, knowing I will succeed. No matter what happens today, I will remain in the light. I will maintain my faith and my equilibrium. In this way, I nurture my soul and become a strong and steady representative of the light. Okay, so don't get swallowed up by your ego. I am free. Today, I find the veil of my ego has lifted. Thank you so much, Spirit. Today, I find the veil of my ego has lifted and a vision of my new life has appeared. Now, I am focused on my inner growth. I listen only to the voice of my heart and remain steadfast in the energy of love that I find there. I am now free of duality, fear, and judgment, and I move forward on my path to inner peace. I really hope that this was helpful, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Love y'all. Bye.